That, yeah,
Maybe. But the other guy, he has very good dots. He throws dots.
That,
So,
I like
Coaches, they made an 8-foot-tall Ray Lewis. Alright,
honestly, I don't know who's gonna win. I'm not gonna give my opinion.
if you don't have to say who's gonna win, what do you think the score is gonna be? But you don't have to say who's gonna win. High scoring, low scoring.
High. It's for sure gonna be a high scoring game. Or it's gonna be Ryan versus another team.
Touchdown.
Wait, how long have you been a Saints fan?
Ryan's playing another guy.
I've been a Saints fan since I was born.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Say it again.
I've been a Saints fan since I was born. I'm from Louisiana, so. Hey.
Drew Brees is top 10 quarterbacks of all time, but I don't think I won't go number 1.
Alright, the only person I think that's better, bro. The only person I think that's better than Drew Brees is probably Michael Vick.
Yeah, Mike Vick's yeah, I love Mike Vick.
Michael Vick is the only person I think that would probably be better than Drew Brees. In the lead right now, Drew Brees. No,
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, he's stupid. He said some gay shit. Do not listen to him.
Okay. Alright, did you start a broadcast yet?
Yeah, I did. Look, go to the party, click on my name, and then you just jump.
Lawrence Taylor.
Okay.
Lawrence Taylor, yeah. Dion is the best defensive player of all time.
No, he's not.
Cap. Mel Blount is. Wait, no, let me stop. But Mel Blount is kinda better than Dion. I mean, at certain aspects.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So after the INT, it's Brees. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Rudolph. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. But it'll be second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. To throw is Breeze. Dancing to his left. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Ginn has it complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Check. Hey, wahoo!
Breeze to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 89 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Rudolph looking to throw it. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Breeze is looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Breeze now. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. And being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
Big number, big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the... ...26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
He's forced out of bounds. Right there, 54, right there,
To throw again on second down. Wilson, his throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's more. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. And that catch certainly easier than the one Tyler Lockett made in the back left corner of the end zone in the Thursday night win over the Rams in Week 5. My goodness, that was incredible. In fact, the advanced metrics called it the most improbable catch in the NFL in the last 2 years. And if for some reason you missed it, look it up. Pretty impressive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Brees now to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there at 22. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brees. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 25 on 2nd down, Breeze. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This offense has converted 2 3rd downs up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. With that incompletion, let's play a little game here. We'll call it 2 up, 2 down. Surprising team so far. 2 for the good, 2 for the bad.
All right, let's start with the good. The Buffalo Bills. Did you really think they'd be pressing for 1st place this deep into the season?
No.
Okay, how about the Carolina Panthers? Start 0-2 with Cam Newton, undefeated without him. How about 2 down? The Atlanta Falcons. I thought they'd press for a playoff spot. And the Los Angeles Chargers.
How about the Browns at 2 and 4? I thought you'd put them in there.
I didn't expect them to be the team others thought in preseason. I thought they might contend for a playoff spot, but it doesn't surprise me overall.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Quentin Jefferson. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On the move to his left. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Here's Wilson, buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
14. Single receiver. Single receiver.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, partner, let's take a quick look ahead to Week 8. A couple of exciting matchups. Carolina at undefeated San Francisco, and then Green Bay and Kansas City on Sunday night. That should be a fun one. It
should be. In Green Bay, Kansas City, a rematch of the first ever Super Bowl that was played. Green Bay winning that one in Los Angeles at the Coliseum. But that Carolina-San Francisco game is so intriguing to me because to me it's a battle of defenses. Carolina's defense is playing at a high level. But is anyone playing better defense in San Francisco outside of New England? I would say no.
And then also Seattle at Atlanta, and I bring up that game because, gosh, if the Falcons lose, Dan Quinn might not have a job.
Yeah, and that's true, and I hate that because DQ is one of the best guys you're going to meet. And it was just 2 years ago, his team was in the Super Bowl. But right now, they're 1-6, and if they lose to Seattle, they're facing an open week, and there'll be a heavy discussion and a job referendum on him at that point.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing again is Hill. Escaping the pressure right, and that's caught by Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, 34 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. To the air again. Hill flushed out right. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Okay, partner, let's mix things up a bit. This is something that's been a staple of morning television programs for a long time. Let's bring it to Madden, some power rankings. Give me your top 5 through 7 weeks.
All right, I'll start with number 5, and that's the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, He can throw it as well as run it, but his running, that's so exciting. Number 4, the Green Bay Packers. Looks like Aaron Rodgers and his head coach, Matt LaFleur, looks like they're in sync, and the Packers are playing awfully well right now. Number 3, San Francisco. Their defense built to travel. They can play anywhere and take on anyone, and they run the ball on offense. Number 2, New Orleans. They've survived without Drew Brees. In fact, they flourished with Teddy Bridgewater, and their defense, vastly underrated, one of the top 3 in the league. And last but not least, shocker, New England. And I did think about putting New Orleans ahead of New England, but New England's defense is the best in the league, and Tom Brady on the other side, they still reign supreme.
To throw again on second down, Hill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hill. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Hill. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
I'll tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cameron Jordan able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Flush to his right. And he locates Luke Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Luke Wilson there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Steps away to his left. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hill now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Throwing again. Hill. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hill. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack. Kamara trying the right side. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now it's Wilson. And Wilson has it. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He lets it fly from... And this is caught. Give him 32 on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. At After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. The Saints take over first and 10. Come on.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ziggy Ansah in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action, living. Step out, I'm a star. Always had to set the bar. Tried to catch me, son. He won't have to struggle. You could see it. Do his hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet. I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life.
bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10. Ready, 5-8. Break it down, fellas, break it down.
On first down, Brees. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And some space here. He's got daylight. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 84 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Dancing to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson, 29 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Here's now for the extra point. And his kick is good. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he... marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, Hill flush to his right. And this one complete to Smith. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. Buying time to his left. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Hill now operating from the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wilson, flushed out right. He completes it to Wilson. And all the way in, touchdown. Luke Wilson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Go. Ready?
Here's Hill. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 18. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. To throw is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. There's Wilson to throw. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to work. And he'll get